Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We are jumping into Scarlett Hollow. Oh, this guy wants to talk to me. Okay. Pastor Daniel said, please, if you don't mind, this is a personal matter. It's alright. We'll just get the juicy details later. I'd rather you folks not pry on this. You know how rumors get started. Yeah. It's okay. I'm happy to talk to him. Yeah. If you're sure, I guess we'll leave you while we go check in with Jeannie. We'll be right over there by the fence if that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? Yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, what the hell do you want? What do you want to talk to me about? What do you want to talk to me about? I'm glad you decided to come up to visit me. So many young people these days seem to think that they've solved all the problems on their own. Meantime, God is right there ready to help them if only they'd let him into their hearts. The pastor's eyes dart back towards the alpacas. Okay, good. They're gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? You care way too much about what people think about you. If you want people to like you, you just have to not care whether they like you. That's harsh truth you're slinging at me. I wasn't always like this, you know. Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlett Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of those cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. He's interrupted by the sound of snapping twig and high-pitched giggling, partly muffled by the underbrush at the edge of the property. Tulip, come out there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods quietly and hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to have to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for a little girl in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just in time we got fed. You can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry you had a firm parenting moment just then. Firm parenting? My parents would have whooped my ass if I spoke to them like that. She's been trying to run off into the woods a lot lately. It's really dangerous even for adults. A mass trash dump. Not too far past the trees. It might be at least 50 years old. It's all grown over and looks like part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling in a heap-deep mound of rusty cans of broken glass. Tulip made up some imaginary friends, keeps telling us that they want her to go out there, like the word of some fictional creatures she's made up going to convince us it was a good idea to have her play with somebody's old garbage. But she's 7, of course, she would have some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community to rally for a big cleanup. It's about time everybody got rid of all that junk. Yeah, how big of a trash dump are we talking? Would a weekend of hard work clear it out? Maybe if you had construction equipment, a team of professionals, it's a big area, and I have no idea how deep it goes. In the meantime, making sure Tulip knows not to go near it. So, what's that about? Imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about these friends of hers lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. And sure, she saw some animals in there and decided it was her friend. It's nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heap situation. This man is lying to me, and I can tell without my street smarts. He's been lying since the moment he mentioned these imaginary friends. Whatever his daughter has been talking to it is real, and he knows it. Yeah, sounds like you know exactly what she's been talking to. Let's go wide just for a second. I don't. He does. Obviously does. He hunches his shoulders, voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing. But she saw one of them at this point. She can hear them scurrying around the walls. She decided that they're her little friends. Please keep it between us. I don't tell Janie. I don't want her to know when the church is in such a rough shape. Over the corner of your eye, you see Kanika and Avery walking back up to the two of you. You must have finished talking to Janie. Thanks for suggesting we come up here. I got to feed alpacas. They're so cute and soft. It was awesome. And Janie said she'll come by the diner with cookies for the miners. A few extra for me, of course. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. Appreciate you all stopping by, and if it wasn't under the best circumstances, I'll let y'all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up. I'll be putting on some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright, see ya. So, what was that about? It was pretty insistent in talking to you alone. You didn't say anything weird, did you? Nosy, aren't you? He just wanted to know why everyone in town thinks he's creepy. Well, because he is creepy. It's kind of sad, isn't it? That he has a lot of... I don't think he has a lot of friends. People do weird things at the time to try to fit in. Point taken, but it doesn't mean he isn't creepy. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? Before you suggest your next move, you start feel woozy. Spots form in your edge of your vision, and your legs suddenly feel unstable. Your body sends you clear signals of exhaustion. And then it passes. Still, it probably won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest, and you should plan your next move wisely. Holy shit! Consequences to my actions! Consequences! Okay. I don't know. I feel like I think we should just... I'm supposed to have tea with your mom today. Maybe she'll have some ideas. My mom wanted to talk to you. She's probably going to give you some rocks or a bundle of herbs for protection or something. We can humor her. Let's do it. I need a rest. Bells of the general store chime welcomely, and the three of you enter. Nika, there you are. You're supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, you two. Hope you both recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. I was just... Stella's missing, and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you, you need bed rest and a lot of fluids. You don't need to be going around town spreading your cold of yours. Go on, get up. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Lynx about. I'm really feeling okay. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well, and I really should lie down. Bye, Lynx. Bye, Kanika. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seemed tired today, and he'll probably be able to find Stella without her. And I'm sorry for the bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Lynx and I could do a reading in private. I'm sure Winnie could use some help at the diner. Oh, you're right. I've totally left her on her own today. Fine by me. I won't want to mess up your tea read vibes. Sure, those leaves are very particular. Oh, but before I go, I did want to ask. Are you a witch? Does not beat around the bush. As flattering as I am, you think I'm magical. It's not just an old lady who likes tea and a few unusual hobbies. Look, I'm just saying doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't press on. Though if you could totally tell us if you are a witch. I'll leave you all to your not supernatural private tea reading. We'll catch up tomorrow. Bye, Avery! Okay. Shall we? Let's go. Let's go. Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here. Only a sliver of sunlight is able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright glow of lights over the plants on the corner. joins you on the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells lightly and citrusy, with a undercurrent of decay earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. I'll be able to do your reading once you're done. Until then, how about we chat? Holy shit, am I supposed to flirt with this old lady? Where's my flirt option? There's gotta be a flirt option. I take a sip of my tea. Okay. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and... Ooh. Okay. The other day you promised me you'd tell me some of the unsavory tales of my mom's youth. I most certainly did, though. I might have exaggerated a bit for the dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant that I always had a certain older sister instincts about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perlane was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, God, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but more socially graced and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a striking Violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlett, so her family choosing her as the punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Perlane and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? Their entry into the world was violent. I'm afraid their mother was too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. Ah, well that makes sense. So, what do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I didn't think there were two in the generation. The youngest died and the girl was still a child. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? Which is fair. I suppose they just hadn't had very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something, so forgettable. And from what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older. I believe she was the one who ended it and skipped town and all. So, came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed the death sentence. Maybe it was fear for what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced that she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course. She was born in wedlock, so I assume your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though, the Scarletts weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it struck in my mind. It always had me wondering what it was about her family that made her panic so much as the thought of having a baby. Quit yanking me around. You have something to tell me. I need your tea leaves first. I have a piece of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help give me the full picture. So how did you wind up here in Scarlett Hollow? Now, my family's been in these hills for a long time, and That's how I know so much about the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generation of the old folks. There hasn't always been a relatable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They'd have to figure out on their own medicine. Close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone, and before you know it, the small cup empty, saved for what was left of rehydrated leaves coated the bottom. Unless you were mistaken, the tea has also helped with your condition. A little, at least a little bit. You still feel aged and worn, but you're only a little less tired and less mentally and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Oh, great. Glad you found the tea palatable. Enough to drink. It should do some good. It's one of my more... Okay, now, on to business. Takes the cup in from you and starts looking at it. Oh, goodness. Tea reading. Oh, dear, this doesn't bode well. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. What about the Grim? Oh god, not the Harry Potter nerd. Okay, all of these mean death, misery, and difficulty. The hourglass ties all together with divinity urgency. It's fair to assume that all this has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. Oh my god. How do I know? You're not the cat. I don't know. Who the fuck is the cat? It's somebody I know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. The way Wayne talks, he doesn't sound like he's the person. I don't know. And a lot of these names are people who either we barely met. Is it the doctor? I don't know. I don't know. She's definitely hiding something, and she definitely acts like she's scared of her son. So Avery might be a monster if I'm thinking right. I have no idea. I didn't really dive into that part of the chapter, so he could be. I don't know. He definitely gave off vibes. Avery, I don't know. I don't know, gang. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It could be anybody I know. It's always the case. Okay, so you're saying it has to be someone really close to me. Okay, I'm trying to think who's really darn close to me. I don't want to say. Told me last night those stone carvings, seals, whatever they are. Seek those carvings and piece them together so you can form your visions and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any other around town? The clinic door. The clinic door! Just remembering it was enough to tell you, compelling you to return to the open on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can find her there. What's important is how finally see the hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from tea leaves, did you? Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce from the leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions and fill in... Oh, okay. And I know Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. Yeah, why the hell am I so connected? I've literally never been here. Okay. I felt another one in the clinic. I know I felt another one in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that would give you a leg up on your adversity. You'll just have to be careful and avoid Doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to any sniffing around her clinic. If I recall, there's a hill that'll take you nearly all the way to the second story, and she'll never lock any of those doors up there. Just in case, helpful information. Okay, Grandma. I see you, Queen. I think it'll all help I can offer. Hope this conversation has been illuminated. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. Hope all goes well. I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you escort back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put in your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Okay, so I have to decide which one of my friends is trying to betray me. Okay. Not your mom. Can I come in? Yeah, let me straighten up. Girl, I already know your mess. I know your room's a mess. Okay, come on in. A sort of place that's stuck between the past and the present, and flared stickers from her childhood line the bookshelves. I don't usually have people over, so don't judge me too harshly. Oh, I can start romancing people. I already know that. You don't have to be nervous about me seeing a room. There's no way better to get a sense of who somebody really is. I mean, it's... I love dragging people along. I'm awful. It doesn't have to be a like or dislike thing. I mean, I honestly love to meet people. Forget it. I said anything. Let's change the subject. Aww. About us. Okay. As much as I would love to romance everybody in the story, I don't know who I want to romance. And now that I know somebody's trying to be my black cat, ooh, I can't romance nobody. I'm going to go investigate the clinic. You should come with me. I was hoping you'd be able to check in on Reese sometime today. Ask if he knows anything about Stella. You know, make sure he's okay after what happened at dinner. Yeah, screw this. Why did I even listen to my mom in the first place? I don't even need to sit around my room just because she said to. The two of you make your way back to the hallway. Before you make it... Oh! Both of you. Thought you were going to go get some rest, Kanika. You should really get back to bed, or your cold of yours will get worse. You still have a lot of energy. I feel like sitting around. Of course you do. I know you best, and you haven't been yourself these past few days. All of running around has been... Miles and I are going to see you healthy and hold the family together. You shouldn't get between a mother and her daughter. I'm sorry, Mom. I know general store and I let Miles run off the other day. It was irresponsible of me. It's alright, Kanika. He would have gotten hurt, but he didn't. Now, let's get you to bed. My mom is right, Lynx. Just go without me. See you later, okay? Yeah. eyes carefully watch you as you leave and make your way down the main street alone. Huh. Maybe the old lady's trying to... What the hell is happening? Okay. It isn't long before you find yourself outside Dr. Kelly's clinic. Its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you already feel a presence. It's like a magnet that's been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits that... Oh, you can see the hill. Okay. Oh, what a... So, just go in through the clinic door, get to the terrace. I don't know, I guess we'll do this, I don't know. Since you've done this, but you're a little rusty. Feels like a... Ew. You're in the clinic. Free to explore as you please, or rather you're free to explore as you please. You can feel the odd sensation again, the nagging pull to whatever was that you wanted to find. You've been caught by gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around the corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. You click on the light and you're in the morgue. Lakes? He squinted, seemingly unsure of whether you were the same person he met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? First, what are you doing in the morgue? I'm sure it looked weird, but it's not like I'm expecting anyone to come down here. I was just, you know, practicing a rehearsal, if you will. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, kind of weird, but you know, you're the one who just wandered in the morgue. His words stream. Oh. You must feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall and feel disappointingly solid under your palm. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder for a moment. Things on the other side of the blank white wall loosen into a pull on you. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Need to get behind that wall. Glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? It's probably a bad idea, but you really need to get in there. I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of our hair? Yeah. If I said I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing to do it for me. And most of the time, it's true anyways. Yeah. Axe now. Wow, you're super desperate about the wall. I'm like an addict, bro. I need what's behind the wall. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual demeanor replaced with the uncharacteristic pep. Oh, he likes you. He likes. You hear the soft voices filtered through the open doorway at the top of the stairs. A hoarse, strictly edge adding to the back to these speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit. And I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I just picked some up. I'll got an errand to run on Main Street anyways. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. No problem. It won't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, and then the front door opens and closing. It worked! That's my boy! Come on up. You step out of the morgue and relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you. With it, you're desperate to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire exits, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. You make your way to the doorway and now vacate an office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. Curiosity glance reveal nothing but a stack of papers and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on it. Document and for later. With curiosity. Stealing medical documents. They have my family name on it. Sure, I'm not gonna rat you out. You can steal whatever you want, especially since you've got some big mystery to solve. Let's go check the medical supply room next. Stealing stuff in there, though, that might really get you in trouble. Well, I wasn't planning on stealing from the medical supply office. Okay. There it is. Looks like it needed a key, though. We'd better not break the glass, or rather explain why I had to steal an axe after we've had a chance to use it. There must be a key here around here somewhere. Shit, she's back already. As if on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close. Creak of an antique hinge echo. She's heading this way, quick. We gotta hide, or I'm not supposed to be in here. You slip past him, scrunching into a small space the best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Hey. You make space and he slips next to you, closing the door just enough that you can both still monitor the entrance of the supply room. Storms in, plastic bag in tow, as she keeps something out of the bag and places it on the counter. Then she hears back out, bag rustling as she makes her way down the hallway. You better wait a second just in case. Flirts with Reese. Okay, stop flirting with everybody. I can't trust anybody, remember? The two of you stand in tense silence, cramped in the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she can hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Hilly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards, broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. His head suddenly. That's the door to the house. Burn the key layer, let's go. Okay, first of all, how the F can he hear his mama from outside? I mean, I get it as somebody who has very strict parents. But, damn. That is gonna be it for this episode. This is crazy. I just stuck into the claim. I need what's behind the wall, and hopefully next episode we can get into that wall. We're gonna get into that wall next episode, and I'm so pumped. Okay, without further ado, that's all for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!